everyone, now in this forum, we want to get our companies to understand how AI is going to work for it. All the studies are showing that this is going to be a major economic activity within the next decade or so. And the companies who are in the front in using this technology is going to reap more benefits than others in the long run. When we say AI, there are so many different facets of AI that can actually have an impact on the growth of a company. Right? So it is important that our industry also become one of those front runners,
or
at least the large ones.
At least early adopters.
Early adopters. So how do we get them to become early adopters? Like we have discussed so many times before, when the IT came also to Sri Lanka, there were some who adopted it early, then the others lagged behind. And that had a significant impact on the performance of these companies. And we need to avoid that kind of a mistake now. We need to get most of our key players to be early adopters or become front runners.
No room for laggards.
No room for laggards. And we will lose out. And what the prediction is that the gap between the early runners and those who are lagging behind will be huge. And we will not be able to catch up.
So what we want to try and do in this workshop is to help our CXOs to get into that, if possible, being front runners or being early adopters by having a good grasp of the core technologies so that they can get their CIOs, their IT staff to actually mobilize you need to be aware of what can be done so that you can actually tell them what to do.
Exactly. In that sense, I think it's very important that people understand where AI can be used and how to adopt it now rather than later. Don't you think so?
Yeah, so what we have been discussing is how can we do something that will give the CXOs not just like a very, very distant high-level view, but almost a hands-on kind of experience with some real data on problems such as, a common one is creditworthiness of a person. And through an example like that, how we can get actually the data to talk so that we can make some decisions based on evidence and not just on a kind of guesswork or even experience.
Yes. And I think, like you said, creditworthiness, then customer profiling is a big thing now. And doing it manually is a tedious task. But if you have, generally companies have a large amount of data that can be used for this activity, getting insight about the customers, their profiling, their preferences. I think that could play a major role, in growth of these companies.
Yeah, so I suppose that's what has given rise to the whole area of data science. The data that people are sitting on, sometimes they are not aware. They have so much data and it's not really being put into any real good use except for retrieval, but not for looking at insights or hindsight or foresight, things that make their decision making improve.
Now one of the key issues, I think the latest McKinsey white paper also discusses this, the gap between the early adopters and the laggers. How do you think we can address the issue of necessary human resources for our companies to adopt this?
I think that is the next question that the CXOs will ask us. So we tell them, okay, we can do this, all this nice stuff. And then they are going to say, okay, who's going to do it for us?
Exactly.
And so that's where I think companies like university have to come in and not just stop at educating the decision makers, but produce large scale and overproduce, because we are sure that these people are going to go overseas once they have the skills. So we need to overproduce so that our companies will also have enough people to actually do the work.
To many people that we talk, some of them say, okay, this technology is far too advanced for us. But increasingly it is becoming, where there are tools that anybody can employ without having to, really, start from scratch. I think the awareness of such tools and how to use them and how to integrate them into your existing system will also make the life much easier and, acceptable to the companies, no?
Exactly. So in our workshop we are trying to say there is a new Excel. Excel they know, many people know, and they do wonders with it. But the new Excel is a software that will allow you not just to do those charts and visualizations, but also inferencing and predictions. And so eventually CXOs will be able to do it themselves, quite a lot of it.
Exactly. So I think this kind of forum should be continuously done until we get our entire industry sector, not just IT, but all industries become aware of this and become adopters of this technology now, not later.
In other words, we have to basically saturate our markets with this technology so that it will not be some rocket science. It will be kind of everyday discussion and common experience of people.